Hello, I am Mr. K's Maths and I'll be teaching you all things maths. Now first of all, I'm going to start off with a Year 10 curriculum. Now if I go on to the next slide, this will be all of the future lessons that I will be doing. I will be showcasing for you. Now we're going to start off today with linear equations. Now linear equations we should only have to spend maybe 3 or 4 lessons on. They're fairly basic. The topic itself is fairly basic. Inequalities, however, it's easier, but there's a lot of lessons that I'm going to need to go through with you. So I will be spending about 5 or so lessons. So module 13 is what we're working on at the moment. And then after that we'll be doing accuracy. We're doing algebra as our focus. So, yeah. Today is Saturday the 30th of April 2022. Now that's from when I'm filming, and these are the questions that I am going to be setting for you to work out. So if you'd like to just pause the video, maybe write down the answer to these questions, feel free to. I'll give you guys 3 seconds. Okay, amazing. So by now you should all have hopefully completed these questions. So yeah, I'm going to go through these questions with you now. Question 1. Let me just get my pen out. So question 1 is 2x plus 9 equals 15. So we want to get rid of the 9 basically. So we're going to minus 9 minus 9. So that means that 2x equals 6. So that means x equals 3. Now, what I need to express this enough to you is you can simplify that yourself to 3, but if you was in an exam paper in your GCSEs, you could write, oh god, that's a bit of a wonky, 6/3, and that would still get you full marks because you're acknowledging that 2x is 6, but you want x. Okay? Now, question 2, we want to be solving 2x plus 7. Now we need to expand these brackets. So what we're going to do is this is 2. Basically, we need to times 2 by everything inside the bracket. If there's no spaces, you will automatically be able to know in maths that means times. So first of all, we can just go through this. So that's going to be 2x plus 14. And that's literally just your answer. They don't want you to work out x. They know you can't work that out. They just want that answer. Right, question 3. Now, I put in a few fraction questions. I'm not sure how you guys are with fractions, but I've put 2 easy ones on there for you. Now, timesing is really easy. You literally just have to times them 2 numbers. So you should know what 3 times 5 is, which is obviously 15. Okay? Now, obviously, 9 times 12 may be a bit difficult, but if you have a calculator, I'm sure you'll be able to use that. Or if you have to work that in your head, then sure. But yeah, that's 15 over 108. Now, it's not asked us to simplify it in the question. There's nothing. It's just asking us to work that out. So your answer will just be 15 over 108. Question 4. For this, I would like to use... Sorry, you're going to see that squiggly thing appear on your screen. But I like to use the KFC method. So that means the first one you're going to keep, the second one you're going to flip, so that'd be 4 over 8 times 4 over 8, which equals 4 times 4 equals 16, 8 times 8 equals 64, and that's just your answer. You keep the first fraction, you flip the second one, and you change the symbol. I've changed that over to an x. And that's that, really. That is yours. Them starter questions were fairly easy. Now you're going to find out the reason why I asked you to do these is because these simple algebra questions are going to come in further into your questions that I'm about to ask you now. So I'm going to change the colour actually. So yeah. Give me a minute. So yeah, I've already gone through this with you, so I don't really believe I need to. Yeah, so I don't really believe I need to go through it. So this is example 1. Okay, so this is, now, if we go back, I don't know if it'll let me. It's not going to let me at the moment, but if we went back at the start of question number 2, we did expanding brackets. So this should be fairly easy. Let's just try and work this out ourselves. So 2 times 5 equals 10, plus 2 times x, which equals 2x, plus 5 times 3x, which equals 15x, plus 9. Now, it's not asked us to simplify this, but if we would have to, I can tell you more on how to do this. So we have a plus 2x and a plus 15x. So I'm just going to add them together. That's 17x. Sorry, I'm just going to change the colour very briefly. So yeah, we have 17x. We know it's a plus, so we can just plus now. These are both pluses, 19, and that equals question mark. We don't know what it equals, right? So yeah. Example number 2. Now this is just the same. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys a moment. If you'd like to go through this, that's perfectly fine. So I'm just going to give you 3 seconds to answer this question before we can go through and check to see if you are correct. Amazing. Now, we're just going to work this out the same way that we just did example 1. 4 times 2x. So what would be 4 times 2x? That would be 8x. Yeah? Plus 20. Oh, sorry about that, my maths is right a bit skew with. 2x plus 24. Now we have a plus 8x and we have a plus 2x. So we can put 10x plus, but then we also have a plus that and a plus that. We have 2 pluses, so we can add them together to equal 44. And that is your answer. Now if there's minuses in it, it's going to get a bit confusing, but obviously we don't have to come across that right now. This is where it does get a bit difficult. Now, you may be looking at me thinking, oh my god, is he actually going to make me answer that question? Yeah, I am. But you're not going to believe how easy this is. You're going to be biting yourself. It's a plus 7x. Now, you may be thinking, what are we going to do, Jake? Are we going to be adding the 4 to the 7? And then that's just going to leave us with... yeah, we're not going to be doing that, I'm afraid. Because this is a fraction, we can't really do much with that at the moment, but we have this plus 7. So if we wanted to get rid of that, we're going to have to do minus 7. Obviously, you know that from the start of the question. So we know that x over 4 equals 11. So what do we do? Now what we want to do is we want to find x. So we would actually have to times these 2 numbers together. It sounds strange, but we'd do. So it literally, x would equal 44. I hope that's going to make that easier for you in the future. But yeah, it's a super easy question if you know how to do it. Now this one. This one looks like, oh my giddy god, what is he doing there? Is he really going to make me answer that question? I'm afraid. But it's so easy. So I'm going to tell you again how we're going to do this. Now, we don't have anything other than our fraction right here. So we have 28. So what are we going to do? We're going to times them together. Okay? So we're going to times 28 times 3, which equal... God, that's a bit skewy. We're going to times them two together, which equals 84. So we now know that 2 bracket 5 plus x equals 84. So we can now do our expanding brackets. 2 times 5, 10, plus 2 times x, 2x, equals 84. Right? So, how do we work that out, Jake? Well, you're super easy. You're gonna get rid of that plus 10. So you're gonna minus it. So now you know that 2x equals 74. Now that means, oh God, we've got to go 7x. Now what's 7x going to equal? It's going to equal 37. And that is that. It's that easy. Yeah. So anyway, I just want to thank you for watching Mr. K's Maths, and I'm hoping that that's helped you get better at maths. So yeah, thank you for staying and watching, really. If you could just give a like and follow, that would be amazing. There should be more videos for linear equations up now. So yeah, go check that out.